What is common between the Vande Bharat train, the Mangalyaan, this high tension wire, and a can of cold drink? All these have some part of this lightweight metal, aluminium. India's aluminium production hit 4 million metric tons in 2022, making it the second largest aluminium producer in the world. And nestled in Jharsuguda, Odisha, this facility is one of the major players contributing to the bulk of India's aluminium produce.
We are at the Vedanta Limited Jharsuguda. Sprawled across 3,000 acres of land, this plant is world's largest single location aluminium smelter with a production capacity of 1.8 MTPA and contributes to half of India's total aluminium production. Here the scale is as impressive as the output. So let's go behind the scene and see how alumina is turned into aluminium.
Part of Chota Nagpur Plateau, Odisha is enriched with bauxite deposits that form the source material for alumina, which is then processed into aluminium in these pot lines.
See there, we have got anodes, we have got cathode and the electrolyte in between. By electrolyte we mean alumina. So we generate the temperature beyond 950 degree temperature,
Okay.
in which the alumina breaks to aluminium. Aluminium smelter runs 24/7.
Okay.
Means you cannot, once started, you cannot stop this pot.
The metal then moves on to these ladles and then casted into wire rods, billets, and ingots, according to customers' need.
You can see the metal coming from pot lines in the ladles, and that is coming in LTVs. And here are the furnaces we have. These are the electric heating furnaces. In this, these metals are poured, and we cast 50 ton of casting we do in this. It is a billet casting plant. This department we have 4 billet lines, and we make a size of 6 inch to 12 inch billet.
We are making around 8 kind of product SKUs at Vedanta Jharsuguda. We are standing at Plant 1 Cast House. Here we produce wire rod, billets, ingots, T-ingots, primary foundry alloys. And if I talk about the applications, these wire rods are the basic material for transmission line.
Okay.
And all the conductors which are used for power transmission are product coming out through this wire rod. For billet is the infrastructural aluminium requirement because there are various applications of billet.
Okay.
And most of them are extrusions and infrastructure related claddings. We are getting it made by secondary producers.
Okay.
So these billets are raw material for our secondary producers, basically focusing on infrastructural requirement. If I talk about T ingot, this is the specialized ingot which is being used for galvanization of steel.
Okay.
So all the mega steel plants are the consumer of this T ingots. And going forward for ingot, this is the basic aluminium commodity which is being used by most of the secondary producers, and it is basically used by them as per their need.
So I've seen a lot of mechanization here. There have been talks of, AI and robots taking jobs.
Absolutely.
So in terms of jobs, how many jobs does this kind of a plant provide to people?
Absolutely. If I talk about productivities per se, this Jharsuguda is having a direct employment of around 3,500 employees, and we are having around 15,000 indirect employees working for Jharsuguda. So putting all together, we are having around footfall of 18,000 plus per day. And if I say about productivity which is now getting automated, so there are various initiatives Jharsuguda leadership team and plant team has taken up, where we are doing automation to get more productivity. Like our ingot lines are having fully robotic controls. -3 meter level of pot line is now getting automated through small dozers, and they are cleaning the material spilled over there.
Okay.
So there are various stages in terms of Industry 4.0. We have done some of the digital initiative implementation as well,
Okay.
wherein we are reducing the rejection of finished good like wire rod or billets.
Okay.
So Vedanta is fully poised to adopt Industry 4.0, and there are various automation projects which have been completed successfully, and some are also being delivered this year.
This is a metal of the future. In what sense it is the metal of the future? Because and what's the difference between
Absolutely.
steel and aluminium? And why should anyone, a country or any industry, go for aluminium rather than steel?
Absolutely. If I talk about property of aluminium, weight versus our resistance to the environment, corrosion resistance, very light in property, very highly conductive in nature. So these are the physical properties of aluminium which helps it as a more preferred metal nowadays. With proper kind of alloying, we are able to make very high strength of aluminium also.
Okay.
As ductility, malleability used to be the physical property of aluminium, but with proper chemical treatment and alloying and homogenization, we are getting very high strength, which is being used for various defense application. In fact, tank is also having a lot of aluminium getting used for that.
Okay.
And this Vande Bharat train is a classic example for getting this light material used. EV is a very predominant feature and application which aluminium is going to have in coming days.
Okay.
So these are the broad application aluminium is going to have, and that makes us more encouraging as a producer.
So there you have it. As India races towards its economic targets, it's clear that aluminium will be also a part of that change. From this plant, a glimpse into the future which might be shaped by aluminium.